WYFX Fox Youngstown, home of Super Bowl 54.
A Newcastle woman missing for a month has been found dead. Next on First News at 10, who found her and where was she found?
A group of people at an East Liverpool City Council meeting have questions about new untested chemicals being disposed of in the hazardous waste incinerator.
Temperatures are falling a little slower tonight. I am expecting dry weather through morning. I'll show you if we can keep it that way on into your weekend forecast coming up.
Changes at the top of Cardinal Mooney High School. The president and principal have been dismissed.
Investigative, in-depth, local coverage starts now. This is WKBN 27 First News at 10 on Fox Youngstown.
Good evening, I'm Brianna Ray Turner.
I'm Stan Boney. A tragic ending tonight in the case of a Newcastle woman who has been missing since December 20th. Tonight, she was found dead. Tragedy in Newcastle. It's our top story at 10.
According to Newcastle Police Chief Robert Salem, volunteers with search party found the body of 39-year-old Sabrina Salomon this afternoon near Arlington and Long Avenue in Newcastle. When I arrived on the scene at around 7:30, detectives were still investigating. I talked with the woman who made the gruesome discovery, Kimmy Hedgeland. She didn't want to go on camera, but she did tell us about the moment she found the body in a hot tub behind the home.
I smelled it, and I couldn't open it. As soon as I tried to open it, it wouldn't open. So I seen a little snap. So I snapped it, and I picked it up. And she was there.
Hedgeland says she identified Salomon right away because of her Michael Kors bag. This is still an ongoing investigation.
At tonight's East Liverpool City Council meeting, an activist group had some questions about something new being disposed of in the Heritage Thermal Hazardous Waste Incinerator.
First News reporter Rod Cowan was at the meeting, and he's live in the studio with us with what they discussed.
Yeah, that's right. Stan and Brianna, the three members of the group Save Our County were armed with documents and evidence from the EPA about the plant incinerating untested chemicals now coming from military bases used to fight fires.
These chemicals are untested, they're unregulated, they're potentially very dangerous, and they want to bring them into East Liverpool, and we're against it.
That is the message coming from Mike Walton, who is a trustee with the group Save Our County. He's referring to a group of chemicals found in firefighting foam that is used to train our military personnel in firefighting. These chemicals by nature are highly resistant to heat and thermal breakdown.
And these chemicals have shown the ability to cause cancer and thyroid and some problems among young people.
Alonzo Spencer is the president of the group, and he has been involved in protesting activity at the incinerator plant since it opened during the Clinton administration.
But this body, there are some instances, they have more authority than the EPA does because they represent the community where this facility is located.
Becky Ammon is hoping City Council can help them with this latest development.
They have a standing order to always be a party to this because the incinerator sits within the city of East Liverpool. And by that nature, they are an automatic party to anything that involves an incinerator within the city.
Yes,
City Council of East Liverpool.
Yes,
Now, the City Council members unanimously voted to withhold any action until they seek legal counsel on this latest matter. I asked Jeff Creefer, who is the 3rd Ward Council member, for the timetable for the council to get legal advice after the meeting had adjourned, and he replied there is none at this time. Live in the studio, Rod Cowan, WKBN 27 First News.
Well, big changes were announced today at Youngstown's Cardinal Mooney High School. The two top administrators have been let go with no explanation, at least not to us. The Catholic Diocese of Youngstown announced that President Mark Oles and Principal Mark Vollmer were leaving immediately, but did not say why. In a news release, Bishop George Murray said he understood the sudden change will prompt questions, but said the bishop, "We want to emphasize that this change is the result of much discussion, review, and reflection about what is best for Cardinal Mooney's students, parents, teachers, staff, and many other supporters." Mooney CEO Richard Osborne will act as president for the rest of the school year. Dr. Mary Ann Biting will be the interim principal.
Well, it looks like the weather has been pretty good to us. I mean, what do you think, Stan?
Yeah, it
Not
has
too
been.
bad?
It hasn't been cold, not bitterly cold anyway.
Yeah.
As far as the chance of any precipitation tonight, let's over to Storm Team 27 Chief Meteorologist Paul Wetzel.
Yeah, not looking for any of that. Just all those clouds that we can't get rid of for very long. Had a little clearing last night into this morning, but it didn't last long. The clouds are right back into the area, and they're sticking with us tonight, too. Let's get outside into your neighborhood here, where temperatures are slower to fall tonight with more thick clouds around, and temperatures have dipped into the upper 20s over parts of eastern Mercer County and eastern Lawrence County. Still holding close to 30, though, in a big part of Ohio this evening, and I'm looking for these to dip on into the mid-20s through first thing tomorrow morning. So quiet weather is expected. In fact, nothing to show you on Storm Team 27 Viper radar. Locally, just some clouds floating on through, but every so often you see a few holes in these clouds, and that could lead to some filtered sunshine into the start of your morning. So quiet weather expected, calm weather expected out the door for your Friday morning, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures finding their way back out of the mid-20s into the 30s tomorrow. In fact, we'll push into the upper 30s by tomorrow afternoon. A small chance that a flake of snow falls from the sky or a sprinkle or light shower into the afternoon and evening. And that small chance will stay in my forecast for parts of our weekend. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And the warm air, it's still on the way, taking you through the next 7 days coming up.
In Vienna tonight, they're still having problems with gas leaks at the Youngstown Air Reserve Station.
First News Trumbull County reporter Nadine Grimley was back at the scene today and has the details of what's happening now.
For the second time this week, multiple natural gas leaks were discovered at the Youngstown Air Reserve Station.
You're dealing with a gas agent. It's very serious, explosive factors. So they are doing everything they can. Our fire department, security forces, along with our base engineers, are working overtime to help mitigate this situation that we're in.
The issues first found just 2 days ago when Dominion Energy was sent to investigate 2 natural gas odor complaints. By Wednesday, gas was restored after a Dominion spokesman said all the company's equipment was okay and the leak was within the base's natural gas piping system.
At night, we have no gas leaks, but when everybody comes back to work the next morning, we have people in the buildings, and then people can start smelling it. And then what happens is the gas is outside where the check valves are, and some of the gas is being fed with the HVAC systems into the building.
Dominion crews were back on base today helping locate the problem.
Again, we tested our own system, and that equipment was working as it should, and we also helped the base personnel to pinpoint the leaks and repairs that they needed to make.
As of noon today, all non-essential personnel was sent home. The base will also be closed Friday, and officials here also already canceled this weekend's unit training assembly. They say that'll be rescheduled for a later date.
Precautionary and safety. You know, when you have that many people here, we have 300 here daily. You know, if we're doing it here, we need to make sure that we take care of the reservists too coming in.
In Vienna, Nadine Grimley, WKBN 27 First News.
New since 6, Pennsylvania officials today announced a new partnership to help connect Medicaid recipients to employment and training programs. It's called Medicaid Work Supports. It will connect Medicaid enrollees to resources that can help with barriers to employment. When people enroll in a new Medicaid health plan, they'll be asked if they're interested in help with finding a job, a training program, or opportunities to get a high school diploma or a GED.
Many people churn in and out of our programs and may find a minimum wage job, but often find themselves back on public assistance because the system is not addressing the barriers they face from the very start.
The partnership includes the Departments of Human Services along with Labor and Industry. Students at North Elementary in East Liverpool have raised more than $1,900 for the Australia Zoo Wildlife Warriors Relief effort. In fact, today they celebrated their efforts with an Australian-themed party. The first graders played with boomerangs. They learned about the Australian flag, and then they ate some cupcakes.
Youngstown's brand for ice cream has made some big changes.
People may not notice the difference until they travel.
Based on the number of applications that we were getting, you don't want to say no to people.
Handel's Ice Cream has taken on a business partner because it needs help in expanding.
And the Mahoning County Commissioners update us on the status of the new closed Youngstown Developmental Center. There's a chance the county could soon own it.
You report it, 27 investigates. Download the WKBN 27 mobile app and tap Report It. The Valley's most experienced meteorologist using the most advanced weather technology. Paul Wetzel and Storm Team 27 Viper Radar.
All right, closing out the month, and we haven't had any big snows, but it's been slowly adding up at the airport, 13.1 inches so far this month. That knocks us out of that top 10 category of the least snowiest Januaries on record. We would have had 5.2 inches or less. In fact, here's a look at some of the top 5 least snowiest Januaries on record. 1944 winds at 2.1, then 1950, 1983, 1989, only 3.7 inches. So we've had Januaries like this before. We're also running as the 8th warmest January on record currently. We'll see how that all plays out into tomorrow. Right now, not any snow to show you on Viper Radar. It's a quiet night. Dry weather is expected through the rest of tonight. Just a lot of clouds around, and of course that's been the case all week long. It won't change much into tomorrow. Could see a little filtered sunshine in the morning, and then a weak disturbance tries to slip on through here later tomorrow, and that brings a very small chance of a flake of snow or a few raindrops out of the sky later tomorrow afternoon. Right now our temperatures in the upper 20s, 28 in Canfield, still some 30s holding on, including Hubbard, 33 in Lisbon, 28 over in Newcastle, and 27 in Grove City. So our temperatures take their slide back into the mid-20s overnight. Lots of clouds around, but a few holes will lead to some sunshine through tomorrow morning. And a big part of tomorrow stays quiet. We'll be into the low to mid-30s by lunchtime. And as we go into the afternoon, there's a tiny chance of one of these showers popping up into the afternoon. Again, a few flakes of snow, maybe a few raindrops. The biggest part of the day stays dry, but that small chance of some light precipitation will continue into tomorrow evening, at least through the first half of your Friday night, and then just some clouds around for the rest of the night. And the same thing goes Saturday. Not expecting a lot out of this storm system that's going to sneak on through here. And don't be surprised to see a little sun popping its way out Saturday morning too before for that next disturbance. It's actually the warm air push makes its way on through here later Saturday and Saturday night. 25 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy skies expected through tomorrow morning. A little filtered sun in the morning. This looks a lot worse than it's going to be. Just that small chance one of those showers pop up tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Upper 30s your high temperature, and then we'll be right back into the upper 30s for your Saturday. Most of Saturday stays dry, just a chance later in the afternoon, especially a better chance Saturday night. That's actually our best chance of precipitation this weekend. A little bit of snow sneaks through here, should be gone by first thing Sunday morning for your Groundhog Day. And then we'll try to clear some of those clouds out for some sunshine into the afternoon. Temperatures pushing into the mid-40s. Sunday will turn out to be a nice day. Same thing goes Monday, spring-like day. Low to mid-50s with partly sunny skies. We stay warm on Tuesday. Rain showers push back in, but the rain goes back to some snow on Wednesday as temperatures fall through the day, and then back to some winter weather next Thursday. A chance of snow showers early in the morning, highs in the middle 30s.
No one will notice any changes when they step to a Handel's window. Chocolate Pecan, Spouse Like a House, and Graham Central Station will all be there. But 2 months ago, Handel's sold part of its business to Clear Light Partners, a private equity firm in California. What you will notice eventually are more Handel's franchises across the country. Handel's Chief Operating Officer Jim Brown sat with me this afternoon and explained why Handel's decided to join with Clear Light Partners of Newport Beach, California.
And we did it primarily in an effort to help expand our base of stores.
When times are bad, you want to get an ice cream cone to feel good about yourself.
Lenny Fisher bought Alice Handel's one store in 1985. Today, there are 50 Handel's in 10 states, with 16 more opening this year. And the company gets more applications every week.
I would say it was more than we could handle. It may be overwhelming, might be a good word, but the point being is that we knew we couldn't do it the way we were doing business as it stands.
Just how many Handel's stores could there be someday?
We think the numbers could be big, and so does everybody else.
There's your ice cream. You're welcome. Have a great day.
Brown would not discuss the financial arrangement. He would not say if Handel's or Clearlight was the majority owner.
There's a partnership deal here. I'm not willing to discuss the percentages. That's not important.
But he did say that Handel's has been entertaining offers to sell or partner for 2 years now.
We certainly weren't out there, looking to sell or look for a partner. These folks came calling to us.
For the first month and a half,
Lenny Fisher will remain as president and CEO, and the headquarters will remain in Canfield. The biggest change will be more stores. New England and the Carolinas are being considered, but it'll still be the same old Handel's.
There's no changes in terms of the way we're making ice cream. It's everything the same, but in terms of being able to spread the gospel, so to speak, we needed some help.
In its news release, a partner in Clear Light, Andrew Brennan, said, quote, "We knew Handel's was special from the moment we were introduced to the business. It represents a chance to introduce Handel's to more people across the country." My interview with Jim Brown was 13 minutes. All of it can be viewed at WKBN.com and on the WKBN mobile app.
It's something Mahoning County commissioners and others have been working toward for the last 5 years. Commissioners learned directors of the county's Mental Health and Recovery Board have submitted a proposal to buy the now closed Youngstown Developmental Center property in Untitled from the state for just $1. In anticipation of deal being approved, the Mental Health Board will also set aside up to $250,000 to maintain the property.
We're going to have to maintain some of the utilities and everything while they'll hold the transfer and the agencies get in, so that will assure that the property is maintained, because we got to keep the heat in all the buildings and maintain the infrastructure.
The commissioners hope to use the YDC location as one-stop center for social service agencies. It's hoped the purchase is finished by the end of June. The flu is taking its toll. We've had our share here at WKBN, and now a school in Trumbull County has closed because of it. What's being done to disinfect when we come back?
And people wearing masks to protect themselves from the coronavirus. Does it really help? Find out next on WKBN 27 First News at 10 on Fox Youngstown.
watching out for you and your community. This is WKBN 27 First News.
Do you know someone who is sick? There sure is a lot of sickness going around. Today affected some schools. First News anchor Dave Sess went to Vienna and saw how they're hoping to squash the bug.
The sound of cleaning at Curry Elementary. The sounds of coughs, sneezing, and sniffling had been growing. 41 out of 134 students were out of school Wednesday.
And here yesterday we ended up moving to about 30%. It was 30.5% with 41 kids out, and we still had them coming to the office ill.
Less than 10% of kids being sick is a normal percentage. Curry was closed today. Every teacher and custodian were working together to clean the 10 classrooms from top to bottom with special chemicals.
Little kids have all these toys around, all these items that their fingers are constantly on, and so we wanted to go beyond just the cleaning of the desk.
Other Matthews schools were open. They had lower absentee rates. Curry Elementary is K through 2nd grade, and when the bug is going around, it's harder to stop. Smaller children are still learning not to touch their nose, eyes, or mouth.
Then, they touch that, they touch something else, the other kids touch it, they're always touching each other. That's how the sickness spreads.
Curry also sent students home Wednesday with a letter. It explained why the school was closed today and also asked parents to wash every item their child brings to school.
Launder their coats, hats, wipe down their binders, their book bags, anything that comes to school so that we could really start fresh when they come back to school on Monday.
Curry is closed tomorrow, as are all Matthews schools, for an in-service day. It hopes the long weekend will give more time for the bug to go away. Dave Sess, WKBN 27 First News.
The Ohio Department of Health has been tracking flu numbers since September of last year. And here are some of the numbers through January 19th. In Trumbull County, 30 patients received hospital treatment. In Mahoning County, 34 people have been hospitalized because of the flu. And in Columbiana County, 18 people were hospitalized.
Well, now to the latest on the coronavirus. The world's leading health organization says it has become a public emergency.
And with what that means, the latest on what's happening in the United States, here's reporter Melissa Rainey.
We have witnessed the emergence of a previously unknown pathogen, which has escalated into an unprecedented outbreak.
The coronavirus outbreak is now being declared a public health emergency of international concern by the World Health Organization.
There are now 98 cases in 18 countries outside China, including 8 cases of human-to-human transmission in 4 countries: Germany, Japan, Vietnam, and the United States of America.
Chicago confirmed its second case, America's first human-to-human transmission of the virus.
A man in his 60s, as you heard, the husband of our first confirmed case. He was put into isolation when public health learned that he had developed symptoms.
As fears grow, the Allied Pilots Association union is now suing American Airlines to stop all flights between the U.S. and China, saying in a statement, quote, "The safety and well-being of our crews and passengers must always be our highest priority. First, last, and always." As of Thursday, the Trump administration says there's no plans to cut travel to and from China.
Right now, I'm not aware of any conversations about canceling flights. But look, we're going to monitor it because the main goal of this administration and this president is to make sure all Americans are safe and well.
I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
With the coronavirus spreading in the U.S., some are turning to wearing masks to help from catching the virus. Surgical and painter masks may keep out some germs, but it's still not known if they will help stop the spread of the coronavirus. There's not enough information about how it spreads. The masks are a good thing if people are already sick with the flu.
Because they may be coughing, they may be sneezing, these masks actually prevent any of those droplets from being released.
Special surgical masks that health officials are using if they suspect possible coronavirus patients, which filter out about 95% of all particles. A South Korean delegation visits YSU, and former Mahoning County Commissioner writes a book claiming he was wrongly sent to prison.
They took my good name and my reputation from me, and the people got a right to know what I went through.
Stan talks with Frank Lordy about his new book and how he plans to tell his side of the story and clear his name.
Roads are dry for us tonight, and I don't expect any weather-related problems into your early Friday morning drive. I'll show you if we can keep this dry weather rolling on through your weekend coming up in the next half hour.
The Valley's first and only primetime newscast. You're watching WKBN 27 First News at 10 on Fox Youngstown.
20 years ago, Mahoning County Commissioner Frank Lordy was convicted of theft in office and spent 10 months in prison. To this day, he maintains his innocence, and he's written a book about it called Framed Innocence. Lordy has consistently claimed he did nothing wrong, that the system was stacked against him, and he's hoping the book proves that.
I wrote the book to let people know what you go through when you fight this corrupt system.
Frank Lordy sat with me this afternoon and talked about his new book, Framed Innocence.
And if they like crime, corruption, or politics, I'm giving it to them as plain as I could, and they can say, wow, does that really go on? Well, it does, and I'm a walking billboard for framed innocence.
It's absolutely illegal and unethical, and I know better, and I wouldn't do that.
During his 1999 trial, Lordy testified that he did not have two county employees collect petitions on county time. Today, he denied it again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Matter of fact, I want to announce on this interview with you that I'm going to be filing a pardon with the governor of the state of Ohio.
Lordy lays out in the book, step by step, on how he believes the system failed him, that he was treated unfairly.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
In his book and in our interview, he also talked about the 10 months he spent in prison.
It wasn't fun, but I tried to fall back on my training in the United States Marine Corps. Keep your eyes and ears open, keep your mouth shut.
And how hard it was when he was released.
That everybody thought I was a corrupt thief and no good politician, and that hurt me big time.
Lordy says he supports President Donald Trump and compares the president's impeachment trial with what he went through. The book, he says, simply tells his side of the story.
I've lost the anger. The anger's gone, knowing I'm having this opportunity, but it lost a while back because it doesn't do any good to harbor that. I got to move forward, so I'm moving forward.
Frank Lordy is now 74. He still owns ABC Fire Extinguishers. He does name names in the book. We're not going to. For that, you'll have to read it. It's available on Amazon for $9.99.
Lawyers involved in a local corruption case will be back in court again next month, continuing the hearing they started last week. This was the fourth of testimony involving businessman Dominic Marchionda and former Youngstown Finance Director Dave Bazanich. The two are accused of misusing loans and grants from the city to help with economic development projects. Defense lawyers say the cases should be thrown out, arguing it took the state too long to bring them forward. Trial for both men is set for June.
3 years ago, Youngstown State created a relationship with Changwon National University in South Korea. Today, a delegation from the South Korean university met with YSU President Jim Tressel because 10 Korean students have enrolled as visiting students and one transferred to YSU to finish his degree. President Tressel signed a new cooperation agreement, which will include language training and summer programs.
Every single day, they're bringing the provost some ideas as to how they can grow their collaborations, their partnerships, the opportunities, experiences for our students and students visiting us. So it needed a beginning, and now it has a renewal, and it needs to grow.
Changwon National University is the single largest provider of Korean students who study at YSU. A driver takes out a pole, a porch, and a car in Youngstown, and we now know the name of the woman found dead in Warren Township. Plus, a case of animal abuse in western Mahoning County. What investigators found on the property.
Always watching, always tracking, powered by the Valley's most advanced weather technology. Storm Team 27 Viper Radar.
Well, it looks like we'll wrap up January here in the 30s, but as we approach early February, right back to the 50s. Take a look at this over the next 7 days. Big warm up underway, a late weekend into early next week. And that comes with some nice weather too, not just rain. But looking into tonight, our temperatures are sliding back out of the 30s on into the 20s. It's going to be a few days before we get into those warmer temperatures. 28 in Canfield, 29 in Sharon right now, 27 up in Stoneboro, and lots of clouds around tonight. That won't change a lot as we go into tomorrow morning. I could see a few holes in those clouds, let some filtered sunshine in, but the storyline of the night is cloudy skies, dry weather, temperatures falling into the mid-20s, and that doesn't only go for Trumbull County, also for Mahoning County, from Poland out to Ellsworth, Youngstown down to North Lima. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s by first thing tomorrow morning, and in Columbiana County from Salem to Hanoverton to Calcutta. Look for temperatures in the middle 20s through the night with cloudy skies, and stopping over in Mercer County, you'll be a little cooler, dipping into those low 20s, especially east of Interstate 79 from Stoneboro down to Grove City. But the clouds across the entire region through first thing tomorrow morning. But notice these little gray spots. That's some holes in the clouds, maybe letting some filtered sunshine in. I am expecting the biggest part of tomorrow to stay dry. Temperatures in the low to mid 30s by lunchtime. Very small chance that a sprinkle or snow shower flurry pops up tomorrow afternoon. A little better chance tomorrow evening into the start of your Friday night, but still not expecting much out of this here as we end the week and roll on into the weekend. So upper 30s tomorrow, leaving that small chance of an isolated shower in, especially into the afternoon through evening. Same thing goes Saturday. I'm not expecting a whole lot of precipitation. A big part of the day stays dry. Temperatures in the upper 30s. A chance of a rain or a snow shower later in the afternoon. Saturday night probably has the best chance this weekend of seeing some precipitation in the form of light snow showers or flurries. Not looking for much. Should wrap up first thing Sunday morning, and then improving weather through your Sunday. Some sun returning, highs in the mid 40s. Here come the 50s on Monday. Partly sunny skies. Welcome spring for sure. Rain showers on Tuesday. Still warm. Temperatures start dropping on Wednesday. It'll take the rain showers and mix them back to some snow showers, and then colder, highs in the 30s on next Thursday. Chances of some snow showers through the morning.
Humane agents are calling it one of the most disturbing cases that they've had recently. A pair of dogs found shot to death and then buried.
First News senior reporter Jerry Raschuti tells us what investigators have learned and why this case is far from over.
It began last weekend with calls to Animal Charity of possible abuse at a home in the North Benton section of Smith Township.
Our humane agents went out to the property on Saturday.
Executive Director Mary Lauk tells us what was discovered sent those agents to court Monday morning to obtain a search warrant.
What they found were 4 live dogs in semi-poor condition, and what they believed to be a grave of other animals.
Police called for a township road crew with an excavator and uncovered the remains of 2 dead dogs buried in that shallow grave. Necropsies showed both animals had been shot in the head. This morning, humane agents turned their information over to county prosecutors.
So we've learned that it could be part of a domestic violence situation. We spent the week investigating, gathering information through social media, through other means.
The surviving animals, all of them American bulldogs, are being kept at Animal Charity in Boardman. Agents say they were malnourished and dehydrated, one of them having a terrible case of fleas. While workers will talk with prosecutors about possible neglect charges for the surviving dogs, they hope to see felonies filed against the owner for killing the others.
He did this purely out of spite, basically, that it was due to his domestic situation that he decided to do this to these animals.
I'm told prosecutors are now reviewing the case. Jerry Ricciuti, WKBN 27 First News.
The Trumbull County coroner has identified the woman whose body was found earlier this week near a vacant house in Warren Township. She's 35-year-old Becky Jo Marie Easton of Warren. Police say there was no evidence of foul play, but they will continue to investigate. A man on his way to work discovered Easton's body Tuesday and called 911. Police say it appears that she was just left there.
Police in Sharon are searching for answers after shooting that injured a man from Youngstown. The victim suffered a gunshot wound to the head. but is recovering. This all happened this morning in the 1100 block of Cedar Avenue. Police believe the 29-year-old victim was inside a vehicle when he was shot, and the vehicle was also hit multiple times. Police say an out-of-control driver is to blame for this bad crash in Youngstown. It happened in the 1200 block of East Boston shortly after noon, and the driver took out a utility pole, hit a porch, and then crashed into a parked car. Police had to block off a portion of the road. Paramedics took the driver to the hospital, and so far, no charges have been filed.
140 seniors at a Toledo high school found out yesterday that someone will be paying for their college tuitions. His name is Pete Cadence. He's from nearby Ottawa Hills, and he will pay the tuitions for the seniors at Toledo Scott High School. He wants to end poverty in generations through education. Now, they must plan to attend a state university, a college, or a trade school. If the program goes well, he might continue it next year.
Starting next week, you can get a free heart health screening at any CVS Minute Clinic. They're being held on the first 3 Thursdays of the month, and you can get a blood pressure test, cholesterol check, and glucose levels. It's all for the American Heart Association to go for Red for Women Heart Health Month. You sign up just like you would for a visit to the Minute Clinic. It only takes a few minutes of a time to check symptoms of a disease that's oftentimes called a silent killer.
People can have high blood pressure and not have any symptoms at all. We are very lucky when we get a patient who says, hey, I have a headache and I have some change in vision, but most people feel nothing at all.
Most heart disease cases are preventable too. Changes to your diet and exercising more can make a big difference.
Well, $1 billion headache is being replaced in Pennsylvania as state police get a new radio system.
Plus, a monster truck was outside the Girard Intermediate School today. We'll tell you what the reason was for the special visit.
Investigating local stories that are important to you. WKBN 27 First News.
Pennsylvania is rolling out a new emergency radio system for state police. It replaces a system that was full of problems and cost taxpayers almost $1 billion. The state's top watchdog doesn't want those mistakes to be repeated. First News Harrisburg reporter Matt Heckel tells us more.
In 2014, state police searched the woods of northeast Pennsylvania for suspected cop killer Eric Frayne.
The open sky portable radios would blink and beep, created an officer safety issue.
In 1996, the state allocated $179 million to building the state police radio network. Over the next 2 decades, the cost rose to $800 million taxpayer dollars for a system that never worked properly.
It was a big waste of taxpayer money that put state trooper and the public safety at risk.
In 2016, the state awarded a $45 million contract for a new system, the P25 public safety radio system.
The new radio system should, and we believe will, remedy all of the problems when it's fully operational in the summer of 2021.
On Thursday, Auditor General Eugene DePasquale released a report looking into the purchasing process of the P25 system. It found all procedures were properly followed, and it should quickly pay for itself.
State police will be able to reuse towers and microwave relays from the old system, so some of that older investment can still be utilized.
The report does say officials should have done a better job documenting the qualifications of those who helped choose the vendor. It also found scoring errors, though they did not ultimately impact who was awarded the contract.
We're worth noting because accuracy always matters.
And state police say they have not run into any major issues with the new system. The Office of Inspector General continues to look into that 1996 contract for the old system. In Harrisburg, Matt Heckel, 27 First News.
Well, a young boy in Trumbull County had a sweet ride pulled up today right in front of his school. Angelo Pagula was the grand winner of the contest run by the Youngstown Area Goodwill Industries and WKBN. He had a driver from the Toughest Monster Truck event, and the truck visited school, Girard Intermediate, where Angelo is a 4th grader. He also won tickets and pit passes to the Toughest Monster Truck Tour, which takes place this weekend at the Cavelli Center. Well, our basketball highlights tonight include the YSU men and the Kennedy Catholic girls in a good one against West Middlesex.
And 2 girls in the Niles South Range game look to surpass 1,000 points. What happened next in sports?
Covering the top local rivalries and the sports stories that matter. Chad Krispinski and Sports Team 27.
Hi again, everybody. Throughout the high school basketball season, we have had a number of players net their 1,000th career point, but we've never had 2 players reach that milestone in the same game. There was a chance for that to happen tonight as Niles played host to South Range.
This is the WKBN Fast Break, sponsored by Boardman Subaru.
Niles senior Anasia Fryer and South Range junior Izzy Lamparty both looking to post point number 1,000. First half, Fryer went to work off the inbounds off a Raiders player. She lays it up and in. Early third quarter, Fryer's big moment came. She takes the feed and knocks down the jumper from just inside the free throw line, setting off a celebration with her teammates and coaches. Also, she received hugs from her family. She led all scorers with 21. South Range's Izzy Lamparty got things going off the steal, in for 2. Later, she cuts into the paint and knocks down this short jumper. She finished with 17 points, just 1 point shy of 1,000. She'll get that at home on Monday. South Range rolls 58-29. Anasia Fryer of Niles still all smiles.
It means a lot to me. I've been working really hard since freshman year. This year I've been putting in work day in and day out, before practice, after practice, and this summer I worked really hard for this. So knocking down that shot really meant a lot. I was full of excitement. I felt great.
Kennedy Catholic hosting West Middlesex. Big Reds up by 4 at the break. Third quarter, McKenna White gets the turnaround jumper to drop in. She finished with 20 points for West Middlesex. Later in the third, more from the Big Reds. Carly Beatty drills the baseline jumper. She finished with a dozen. Big Red faithful, loving life, but Malia Magestro answers right back with a huge three from the top of the key. Magestro with a game-high 25. Magestro also distributing the sweet pass to Bella DiNardo. She had 20. This one heads to overtime, tied at 54. The KC defense stepped up big and hit some big free throws down the stretch, courtesy of Bella DiNardo and Elena Suhar, and the celebration would be on. KC students stormed the court. Kennedy Catholic tops West Middlesex 68-60 in overtime, sweeping the season series.
This is a really good one. We've been working really hard for this one. It's like probably the one game that we really need to get. We all worked really hard especially on defense. We really needed to lock down McKenna and get her done. Definitely offensively, we all delivered.
This team right here is resilient, and they never quit. And in overtime, we missed an easy open shot, but I knew they'd come back and get the W. And to be able to come back in this environment really gets us ready for postseason.
Our Game of the Week crew heading to Cardinal Mooney tomorrow night. Mooney and Ursuline will face off. You can see it live tomorrow night on MyYTV and the WKBN app at 7:30. YSU men hosting UIC at Bigley Center early on. Penguins went to work, courtesy of Naz Bohannon. Surrounded by 4 Flames, he gets the basket plus the foul. Bohannon with a career-high 25. Later, YSU got hot from deep. Devin Morgan would knock down the Tripoli at 13 points. Then Darius Quisenberry, nearly the same spot, splashes it in. He had 16, but the Flames had an answer. Michael Diggins hits the triple from the corner. He had 18. This one went to overtime. YSU falls 90-83 as the Penguins drop to 5-5 in conference play. YSU women on the road at UIC. The Penguins fell 59-53 for a third straight loss. YSU drops to 11-10 on the campaign. Cavs hosting Toronto. Midway through the fourth quarter, Cavs down 6. Darius Garland with the beautiful no-look dime to Larry Nance Jr. for the big-time dunk. Doesn't get much better than that. But Pascal Siakam had another big ball game. Cavs fall 115-109. Our Game of the Week crew will televise the 2020 Eastern Ohio Wrestling League Championships Saturday at 7 o'clock. All 14 weight classes will be aired. That's your look at sports. We'll be right back. Well, thanks for joining us here for WKBN 27 First News at 10.
And we'll see you right back here again tonight.
Good night.